Bali is only 180 kilometers from north to south, from east to west.
Yeah, life goes fast here.
So quick in Bali.
Yeah.
Do you guys realize how many times Bali is mentioned in Netflix?
People are really nice. If you're nice, they are nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so respect them, right? So,
Yeah.
And to this point, we have built 25 houses. We have changed the life of 25 families here in Bali. Our goal is to be able to build many more houses. And the local people, man, they are the kindest, most sweetest, most genuine people. And no matter how bad their condition is that they're living in, they will offer you something to eat.
Nowadays it's like a share, and then different people that never come to Bali, never understand about the Bali culture, contributing the solution. It's creating the chaos.
I want to ask, like, how has it been so far living in Bali? I mean, you guys both been here over a year, right?
Yeah.
Almost a year for me.
Okay.
Not really
Almost
a
2
year.
for me. So,
Yeah. Oh, two. Yeah. Time flies.
Time flies.
Yeah.
But it's lovely.
How is it?
It is lovely. It is.
I mean, tell me, like, what's ups and downs living in Bali?
I mean, for me, I feel like I've not left the country since I got here. And that was during COVID. And after this, I've just not been at home, which means for me, like, you're kind of still living this dream, and you need to pinch yourself each and every day to be like, hey, you're doing something that you really, really love. And I tend to forget that sometimes. So I think you just went home to Sweden like last week. You've been away for a while.
Yeah.
And I feel like I also need that to be like, oh my God, I am still here and I can make this happen. And I it's possible for me to be here. But how is it going home?
No, but I mean, that was what I was supposed to say, because before I went to Sweden, I just came home from Sweden. I've been there for 6 weeks, visiting my family and friends and so on. And like, it gets pretty intense living on an island like this, like for me. And it has a lot to do with the traffic. I mean, it's just like, it is crowded, and you have like people literally like few centimeters from you every day, it feels like.
Which is not common in Sweden.
No,
It's
not
just
at
so
all.
sad.
I mean, like, people are
So you'd like to be living alone?
No,
That's what you want to do?
That's why we're here, I think. We don't like it.
Yeah, but like, so when I left, my point is, when I left Bali to go home, I was just like a little bit tired of it. But now, like today, like I came back yesterday, and like today I've been like the ride back, like back and forth from Ubud, I've been just sitting and just like, oh my God,
Wow.
this is so beautiful everywhere. So I mean, like, yeah, you also get some like new energy when you're coming back. But I love to live here. I think it's amazing, and like, I don't know for how long I'm gonna stay, but like for now it's amazing.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, once you come to Bali, you love Bali, and you leave, people, you like, oh, it's too much, I need to leave, and then you're gonna miss it right away.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so
always like
true.
this.
I've heard so many people saying exactly that.
All my friends traveling like hundreds of countries,
Yeah.
and they say this is the only place they miss.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah, but
Exactly, you guys need to tell me that.
but it is.
I wish
I
I
mean,
had
like
answered.
now when I just reflected on it, like now when I went from Ubud here, and it's just like, it's the colors that are so like, they're so bright, like the sun and the blue sky and the white clouds, everything is so like, yeah, I don't know, and it's just like all these like ceremony amazing things that is like hanging over the streets, and all these beautiful like Balinese people walking around with their like ceremony dresses and suits. And so you have the culture, but you also have like the wonderful like climate and the beautiful palm trees, and then you also have like the surf, but you still have some kind of like Western community, so you can like, you know, you have
Float
like
around, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like- so, what's your favorite Balinese ceremony? Like Balinese ceremony you look forward for the whole year?
Nyepi Day.
Nyepi Day. I think that's good, really good.
Nyepi Day is from the many big day in Bali, for Hinduist Bali day. I think Nyepi is the most special.
Why?
Because in that time, since from my when I was kids, it's so special for me because one day before there is ogoh-ogoh that we are preparing from like 2 or 3 months before to creating. Like there is one day after day there is a nyepi, and we are not going out, just hang out with family. That's time for our family time for me, because there is no reason for us like I'm too busy, and that day you have to stay home like with family. That's
I think that
and let the world like quiet for a day too.
I did Nepi Day last year, and I had so much fun. I stayed home.
Yeah,
no
doing yoga?
phones, no internet, no yoga. I hate yoga. no yoga. Well, like stay home,
just chill out, just
stay with your
relax.
friends who are the family, and talk, tell stories, sit inside, do nothing else.
So you agree if there is no internet in the Nyepi Day? Yeah.
No, nothing.
Yeah, it's only one day.
As long as you don't lose money on the bank account stays fine. I don't care anything else. I mean, at least phone,
Because
right? If
there
something
is-
happens to the family, they got a call and
Because sometimes there is two opinion from the tourists, from the foreigner people. Why we have to doing the same thing? Like
then don't come, right?
yeah, then don't come. Just
Then
stay
don't
in
come,
your
right?
place.
This is your workplace, right?
Yeah.
You have your own set of rules. If you don't like it, go outside for that particular day.
Yeah.
It's the culture, right? If you go to somebody else's house, and you gotta follow their house rules.
Yeah.
Like, you don't say, this is my house, I'm gonna cook in your kitchen. No, it's not gonna
You can
happen
manage
like that.
yourself before Nyepi Day, though.
Yeah.
If you can buy food, you buy before.
Yeah.
For your needs.
Yeah.
For
You
one
did
day.
during COVID, no?
Yeah.
You got nothing to do. You have nothing else to do. You bought food for your COVID.
It's like
same thing. One day.
one year's Nyepi.
It's 24 hours, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, come
If
on.
you want your entertainment for your kids, like download before. Put in your phone or laptop for your kids.
Yeah. I mean,
we can manage.
what I would say is like, if you're in somebody else's country, you just follow their rules.
Yeah.
And it's very simple. It's like going to somebody else's house.
Exactly.
You don't do your things in somebody else's house. You got to follow their house rules. It's the same thing, country.
Tell us a little bit more about what you've learned about Bali dogs, because they could be quite different.
Well, Bali dog is actually considered a breed because there's a special breed called Bali dog, which was a mix with the Kintamani and a mixed breed dog. But now there's only like 15 left in the world because now all the dogs here are mixed breed. All the dogs on the street are mixed breed. They're not pure Bali dog. And you cannot, because look, if you say like a breed of dog, like an English bulldog, they're very strong, but they can be also very lazy. And some dogs, like Labrador retrievers, love water and they are full of energies. But Bali dogs, you can never find a description because they all have different characters.
Okay.
So, like my dog, he's a Kintamani mix. He has a lot of energy, but he hates water. He hates taking showers. So I need my dad to help him out.
See, I told you, just like Tisha.
But what do you feel sorry for the latest generation? There is so many musicians right now in Bali. I feel sorry for them sometimes. I'm not
Why?
kidding. It is true because there is so many people are trying to be a musician, and there's so much talent out there. It's hard to get successful. So much competition. They're only here. Nobody knows outside Bali that much. So I feel sorry for this man. Like, what do you think of this right now?
Yeah. This is the thing. Other than organize punk rock shows, little punk rock shows and everything, I also, back in the day, now still sometimes, I often organize discussion. One of the theme, because I was really worried at the time, so many good bands in Bali, and when Superman is Dead became very, very, very famous, everybody made pop punk band, just like Superman is
Just
Dead.
because they're successful, I want to follow this.
Yeah. Which is okay, but
But it's an Asian mentality, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, they do this all over the world.
I
you
think
know?
Asian
everybody
mentality
wanted
is
to sound.
too common.
Yeah.
If that restaurant gets successful, I want to start the restaurant.
Yeah, but this has been going on since time immemorial. I mean, everybody wants to have a big band. Everybody wants to sound like the Beatles. Everybody wants to sound like
Not only bands, like
Nirvana,
the Asian mentality is like, if that guy got successful with that thing, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start the same thing.
I
That's
think
how the Bali
it's all around the
businesses
whole
are going
world.
right now.
It's around the whole world like that, you know. Everybody wants to be like you, TJ. See?
I don't think so. So, Jung, how is the trip to Bali so far?
So far, actually, this is almost the end of my trip.
Yeah.
I only have a week left, and so far it was amazing. I come here actually every year for just for 2 months, and this time I met amazing people who really take care of me, and I spend time when I'm spending time with those people. I feel like Bali is more like not only for like a place for tourists, but for people who can actually live here and settle down and make real relationship. That's how I felt. So yeah, I felt for this trip so far it was very cozy, cute, very chilled moments that I had, and I enjoyed every moment so far.
What do you most look forward in Bali trip? Is it people, or is it like something like the nature?
I think it's the people, I guess. If I want to see nature, there's so many other options. In not only for Asia, for around Europe, I have lots of options. But to meet people who have a similar goals, I guess, like to find yourself and to find what you really like, apart, away from your real home, and they're eager to make new friends and settle down. So the main reason why I chose Bali is because I expected that I can meet more people and listen to their stories, and maybe I can learn a lot from their experiences and broaden my perspective as well. Yeah, that's what all travel is for, right?
Yeah.
Did you learn anything? You've been here long. You've been here longer. She was the one I asked like 1,000 times to get on the podcast. She said she always ignored my question.
It's like, hey, get on the podcast. I'm like, yeah, what do you want for lunch? Because you've been to Bali a few times, right?
Yeah.
So like what brings you back?
A really good question. Actually, initially I was planning to move, go to places new places for every year. But I the more I research, Bali is like the best option I have. So they have people, they have nature, they have infrastructure that I can work remotely. And yeah, they had everything. If I want some like club nightlife, I can have
Everything's
everything, swimming, everything they have. And also there's only 1 time hour difference from Seoul. So
it's pretty much perfect.
pretty much perfect place for remote working.
By the way, she's from Korea,
Yeah.
South Korea and Seoul. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just telling the
not
audience.
North Korea.
There is something here. I mean, how about last night earthquake?
Oh shit.
Oh my god, I
we
woke
shouldn't
up
laugh,
like 4 and I was just like, something feels very, very, very weird. But I was just like in the middle of sleeping and awake, and but then I really like felt that my bed was shaking, and I said to myself, I was so tired, but I said like, if I feel that this get worse now, then I just run out. And then I woke up in the morning, and Sophie, like my friend, my friend, she lives under me, and she says like, where were you? I was so close to go up and wake you up, and it's like, hey, Olivia, let's go out. But everyone at our homestay were standing there like almost like 30 minutes or something, like waiting.
I don't know how long that was.
It was like 5 minutes.
It was
Yeah.
3 different.
Yeah, I think 3
Oh, it
times.
was.
Yeah, first time I was like, well, it will go away. And the second time I'm like, do I need to get up right now? And the third time I'm like, no, I need to get out. And I was naked, so I gotta put something on to run out, and I can't just run out because my friends are outside. I was like, oh no.
Everyone's outside.
And then put something on. I put my head out it
Yeah.
stopped.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
See,
okay, yeah.
same for me. But I just grabbed the blanket all around me.
Yeah. But it was like, because it's so funny when you enter like Bali earthquake, it's always like the latest, the most previous one that shows up, and it was like on the news, so everything came, like all the information about it appeared on the website when I googled it, and it's been on the Danish news,
Oh,
the
wow.
Swedish
It's 7.1.
news,
Really?
the
It's
a
Australian
big
Where's
one.
my
news.
call from mom?
Yeah, but like,
Come
my
on.
mom hasn't called either. But I just,
Are you alive?
I saw it. Yeah, Sophie's mom wrote her. And was
No,
like, "Where
sweet.
are you? Are
Good
you
mom.
okay?" Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 7.1. I think it's the biggest I think I had so far in Bali.
Yeah, above 7, it's
Yeah.
like tsunami danger, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate tsunamis.
Yeah, who
Happy everybody,
doesn't?
right?
But like I was thinking about before, because we talked about it at work. I mean, like, think about it's a so stupid question, but I have never been thinking about it. The whales, isn't it shaking for them in the sea? It
I was also
like
thinking about this
the
today.
fishes. I mean, like,
They're
No, you
fine. They
don't-
can swim. What the?
You don't feel
yeah,
it
but
because
it
of
must
water.
be very like, oh.
I mean,
No,
they swim in the water.
No, but I mean, like,
What was that?
I mean,
Whoa, like the whales.
You see, they swim like this or they swim like that. That's the movement, right? If we're in like Earth and we don't do that kind of movements. So
I don't think you feel it here, like the liquid.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you must feel some currents. I mean, like, it's
because
too,
there is always waves. There is always the water movement
yeah, okay,
like
that's
this.
true.
Yeah.
But though there is like, I mean, an earthquake is two plates. What do you call it? Like,
Titanic plates. They move. Yeah.
and they move. So
Yeah.
of course there are gonna be like some currents that going
I
up
think
from the ground.
animals figure this before actual
Yeah.
humans. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Or
yeah,
even
100%.
dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Which-
during the tsunami, the elephants like run up to the mountains like one day before or something. The tsunami in Thailand.
So if elephants running to the mountain, we run to the mountain.
Yeah.